this is not clickbait. I recently flipped a $30,000 account to well over $800,000. Crazy part, I did it in less than 4 months. I did it in front of all my students, recorded it live, and made a series out of it to prove that trading isn't just luck. No hidden trades, no editing, live logins, showing every trade to have full transparency. And I'm not sharing this to brag or show off or to make you feel bad. I'm just sharing this to give people the motivation and know that when you have hard work and you build a constantly profitable plan, the results that you can have. After 11 years of trading and making well over $11 million in the markets, I've distilled my approach to a repeatable framework that anybody can follow. Around September 2024, I decided I wanted to start an account flip. And all the way up to January of 2025, it was well up over $580,000. And the following 2 to 3 weeks, I was able to scale it up over $800,000. Account flip was to be meant 3 months, but I didn't want to have an exact date and I wanted to push it as much as I possibly could. In total, I got a well over 2,000% return on my initial investment, which also included multiple withdrawals along the way. I documented every trade. It was well in my Discord as well as a series on my other YouTube channel. But trust me, this was not my first account flip. I've done similar transformations before. The only difference this time was the documentation process. I was a bit nervous of this because I was like, wow, it's a lot of pressure to put on myself. I'm very happy with the results. I wanted to prove that my system can work repeatedly and show consistent gains over a period of time. Now, I don't want to say that over 2,000% return in a few months is attainable all the time, but this was during a period I was trading really well, and I was sizing a bit heavier in some of these trades because I wanted to grow this account exponentially. If I were to break it down in one sentence, it was about finding high probability setups and seizing the opportunity when it presented itself. What was the strategy or the main strategy that I was using to do account flip? Well, it revolved around 3 main core concepts that I've used through my years of trading: fair value gaps, liquidity, and Fibonacci. The only 2 assets I traded were the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. The best results was when I was trading alongside institutional order flow, not fighting it. In simpler words, I was following the trends, not fighting it. My key concept was, hey, look for a reversal when we took out liquidity, build a fair value gap, and then we get a retracement into a Fibonacci area and look for a high risk reward opportunity. And the added bonus and the best trades came when I had an SMT divergence, which I have a full video on. Whenever I took a trade that had all 4 combined, I had over 80% win rate. And my main goal was I was letting my winners run. I was not cutting my trades short. I was letting them run as much as possible to milk as much gains as possible from each trade. The main time frames I was trading was 9:50 a.m. EST all the way up to around 11 a.m. EST. This is when we get the most volatility in the New York session and we have the most order flow to take advantage of opportunities that show up. One key note is I do avoid trading during high impact news or red folder news. When you're looking to make an account flip, you do need to have proper risk management. You do have to understand that you could make $50,000 over the course of a few weeks, but one trade could end it all. You can't just hold a trade and pray. You have to have a proper stop loss, you have to have proper risk, whether it's 2 to 5% if you're trading on a small account, or 0.5 to 1% if you're trading on a prop firm. I split up my trading sizes based on how good of a setup it was. If I get an A+ setup, I'm taking my full size trade, which means I need all my confluences on top of my SMT divergence, or if I'm getting a B+ setup where I don't have SMT divergence, I'm trading a little bit less. I call this dynamic risk management. I think the key way that you can make insane gains in these markets is having dynamic risk management. I do not believe in one-to-one risk rewards with the same size. Any trader that I have met that has made multiple 7 figures in the market takes the best trades with the biggest size. And if they have low quality setups, then yes, they might still play out, they will do risk. They'll bring down the risk from 1% to 0.5%. This approach will allow you to survive drawdown periods, which happen to all traders. Take advantage of the best setups and compound your gains with only the best winners. Now, the mindset game is always the hardest one. You have to approach every single day with the right mindset. And what is my approach to the markets? First thing I like to do is I go into each trading day not wanting to take a trade. I go in like, hey, I'm on my phone, I'm looking at TikTok, I'm playing Pokemon TCG Pocket, and I don't want to take a trade. Until the market shows me a trade that's so good, I cannot pass up on this. If you have that mindset, a lot of FOMO, a lot of overtrading, a lot of bad quality setups that are killing your gains. If you do this, you only focus on the A+ setups. If you come into markets, I need to take 20 trades today, I need to make this much money for the day, that's when you get killed. Approach each day with a process-oriented goal. Not focus on a daily P&L, only focus on taking good quality setups and only trades that you'll be proud of yourself when you go back at the end of the day and journal looking back to. You need to maintain strict discipline, which means no overtrading. Not just holding to a loser because you want to flip to the green and you're praying there saying, if it comes back to break even, I'll close the trade. Respect your stop losses and don't cut your winners too early. Too many traders are making this mistake that they're in a trade, they're up 10 points and they'll close it. No, if you believe in your trade, if you believe in your trading setup, let that winner run, and that's what I did. During that period, I was letting my trades run to the full TP, not cutting them early, believing in my trading setups. I journal every trade with entries and exit, average risk to reward, total P&L, so I can reflect and get better each day. That's all you can do as a trader. Control what you can control, which is get better each day by journaling, backtesting, and taking good quality setups. My biggest psychological edge was that I've been trading for over 10 years. I know that I know how to trade and I know I can trust my system. That takes time to build, but you ought to have that same edge, believing that your system over time will make you profits. As I always said, 80% of your gains come from 20% of your trades. Those A+ setups you take on a good position size, you let them ride and they make you a huge ton of profits. While consistent execution, it is the foundation. What grows your account is those big winners when you take those really high quality setups. Around week 2 was one of my biggest winners at the time, which was a $30,000 plus gain, and it came, guess what, my perfect setup. SMT, liquidity sweep, value gap retest with my golden pocket Fibonacci retracement, take the trade, hold it back up to the previous day high, and you let runners run, and they do their thing, and you make a huge bag. Now, the only difference between me making $30,000 to you making $500, sometimes it's just position sizing, right? You are trading on a smaller account, so you have to trade smaller. But the same setup can be taken if you have $100, $1,000, $100,000, or $1 million. The largest trade of the whole account flip came towards the end, as obviously I had more money in the account. I could take larger position sizing as I was scaling out my position sizing. And now I can scale out my position sizing because I've been trading for so long. But if you're flipping an account, don't just double or triple your position size because you have more money in the account. I don't know if emotionally you can handle the larger P&L. But guess what? Similar setup, triple bottom, gets taken out with liquidity, traders get trapped, I take the reversal trade all the way up on multiple actual position sizes. I had multiple different entries I added to this winner and came shy, I believe, of $100,000 on the overall trade after commission and fees. And that's also another key thing that I was doing. I was adding to these winners if the trader was going in my favor. I wasn't scared to doubling down on the proper setups and let the winners run. But these weren't lucky guesses. I wasn't taking 30 trades a day. They only came between 1 to 3 trades max per day. They were calculated, high probability setups taken on a high risk reward. Cut your losers quick and let your winners run. Now, the compounding effect. The truth is this flip came mostly from compounding, not withdrawing too much money out and letting the money there just keep compounding and taking larger position size. Again, I can do that because I've been trading for well over 10 years. First month, I was able to flip it $34,000 to right around $120,000. Then by month 2, the 120 was 340. Month 3, 340 to around 550,000. And then I ended up closing with over 800,000 a few weeks later and withdrawing the whole balance. This is where proper risk management comes into place. You can grow, compound your account. Maybe not as fast and don't have a monetary goal how much you should be compounding it. I wasn't targeting this goal. I wasn't planning to make $500,000. I wasn't planning to make $120,000. It all came from following my system, proper risk management, and when I did make those gains, to compound them to take larger position sizes following the same structure. Again, the structure I teach you, the structure I follow you can be followed on any account size. The dollar size really does not matter. You can take the same trade. The only difference of my money and your money is just I've been doing it for longer, so I have larger account sizes. But reinvesting in profits and keeping a high risk management, I was able to compound the account very quickly. This account flip wasn't a one-time event or it was a fluke. It was a result of applying a consistent, profitable system that I've developed over 11 years of trading. While I can't guarantee that you'll get the same exact results that I have, but I can guarantee if you apply some of the concepts that I teach you, it will drastically improve your trading. These are the same concepts I teach my students that are now becoming consistently profitable. If you're serious about accelerating your trading journey and want to work directly with me, consider checking out my mentorship program in the link down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.